Everybody's got their eye on the champion. You have to defend that belt. He misses with that jab. Nice counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. This is a high-octane battle. Defense on that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? There's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Right hook catching air. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter shot. This could be the end. And the boss has been dropped. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor. There's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two fighters are made for one another. him clean. No doubt the career is winding down. How many fights do they have left? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Can't score with that hook again. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice defense on that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You know, we have to rank them as one of the best in their weight class. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter shot lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. And he scores with the counter. Just missing with the right uppercut. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Catch and shoot. The stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... There's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that hook won't score. Straight right just misses. Couldn't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A lot of effort being exerted here. can't do it. It's all and down goes the boss. Wow, let's take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that. There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Beautiful counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punching. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. One punch could change everything in this battle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes. Here we go, it's round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Is he gonna punch himself out though? And he blocks the left uppercut. Has to be careful for that. And the boss can't take anymore. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 7 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still WBC and WBO World Champion, One Punch.